What is up, everybody? It's Dante Walton here. Today we're going to check out Night City Wire Episode 4 for Cyberpunk 2077, a game I'm really excited for. It's definitely in my top 2 most anticipated games of the year. That and Watch Dogs Legion, so I'm really excited to see the show. Apparently they said that they're going to talk about vehicles. I don't know if that's all they're going to talk about, but I know that's at least going to be part of the presentation here. What I'm really wanting to know is the music, but they might give that its own presentation, or maybe talk about it right before launch or something. But either way, if you're new here, make sure to comment, subscribe for more reactions to gaming videos and news and stuff like that, as well as gameplay. Right now we're playing through Super Mario 64 as part of Super Mario 3D All-Star, so stay tuned for more gameplay and reactions. Right, we're about 40 seconds away from the video, actually, the presentation to start. Yeah, I'm really excited to know more about the vehicles. We have learned not too much. Hopefully there's a good variety of cars, or maybe there's other type of vehicles too. I think they showed motorcycles, maybe? I don't know. That would be really cool. Or it would be cool if you can have some sort of flying vehicles too, but I'm not too sure about that. I wouldn't be surprised to just stick to ground vehicles, which honestly I'm okay with, but it'd be cool to have a variety at least. So yeah, we're about to find out soon.
Welcome to Night City Wire Episode 4, the show from us at CD Projekt Red, where we talk about all things Cyberpunk 2077. We're going to start today's episode by giving you a look at just some of the vehicles you might procure during your
Because yeah, so there are motorcycles at
and
least.
having a chat to senior vehicle artist Paul, who's going to give us a little bit more information before we take you behind the scenes and a look at the lengths the teams have gone to bring vehicles to life. We're also going to have news on an exciting collaboration. Then we're going to be talking about fashion and style.
I'm guessing that's the Porsche thing that they're talking about on Twitter, maybe.
Incredibly talented finalists in our Cyberpunk
Whoa.
contest.
That looks cool. I haven't seen the cosplay stuff yet, but
there is a lot to talk about.
that was pretty cool.
Let's get started.
Oh, and hopefully there's some sort of vehicle customization options too. Rides at the dark future. Alright, let's go.
In a huge open world like Night City, you need a chill ride to get around fast. And in Cyberpunk 2077, there are tons of cool vehicles to choose from.
Oh, I saw a smart car looking vehicle.
6-cylinder goes from 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds. You fucking believe that?
Oh, can you do third-person view while
We
driving?
crafted every car and motorbike with amazing
If so,
attention
that's
to detail.
yeah.
On the
Okay.
chassis, the body, not to mention the interiors.
So no, on
We
foot at
expect
least it's
everyone not
strictly
only to look unique,
first player.
but to deliver a unique
But
driving
I'd want to
experience.
drive third person though.
All right, show me
That was cool.
Don't expect advanced tech or luxurious materials here. Nuh-uh.
The Cyberpunk smart car.
Size that counts, I guess.
That'd be pretty fun to drive though.
Utility vehicles and low-end
Hey, it's like a
clients
station
in your
wagon kind of.
Hold on.
Like Clark Griswold's car or something.
My damn wreck.
Hey, that's cool.
Definitely no guy or girl magnet.
If you need to impress, look to this class alone.
Executive class.
I'm putting my ride on the line.
Whoa.
Match it in cash.
I like the two axles in the front. That looks really cool.
With these wheels, no expense has been spared, no frill ignored. Their plush interiors decked out in all the latest tech, while you get to sit back and enjoy the ride. Masterful
Heavy duty.
engineering and practical design. Trucks and tanks for when you need power and brute force.
Hell of a machine.
Whoa, biohazard truck.
Beast. My pride and joy.
And these monsters are literally unstoppable.
Right, and the armored cars type of vehicles too.
These are for chooms who love the
Sporty,
smell of
yeah.
exhaust and the roar of
Sport
city
vehicles.
wildlife. Their powerful engines and exchangeable parts make them perfect for tuning.
Come on! I want to smell that choo-choo burn!
Whether it's street racing, running from the NCPD, or just showing off in the streets, with these high-powered beasts, you will have only respect.
Oh yeah, like that!
If you need speed and armor, the hypercar class is for you. It means precise
Whoa.
bodywork, built-in LiDAR arrays, and really expensive materials.
Imagine you're sitting on a pile of eddies. Probably less than 1,000 people in the world can afford the Erendite.
Not your typical urban vehicle.
These vehicles
They
look
will
pretty
take
good,
you
actually.
places you never
Even like the
dreamed
cheap
you would.
economy ones look really cool.
Oh, and original vehicles are not all you'll find in 2077.
Oh,
We
sponsor.
also found room on our roster for some true automotive icons.
Floor it, V.
Okay, was that the Porsche or whatever? They were talking about that kind of on
Paul,
Twitter.
thank you so much for joining us. I think it's fair to say.
Well, that's okay. It's not as jarring as when they put Mercedes-Benz in a Mario Kart, but
Yep,
Uh,
there's a lot to talk about. What do you want to talk about?
it's a little bit weird when they mix like such fictional things with like real world brains.
There were things like economy and luxury vehicles, but can you tell us a bit more about their kind of design philosophy? What does each kind of class offer when people are driving them around Night City?
Absolutely. Depending on the variation of the car that you're either buying or stealing, depending on your flavor, yeah, you'll notice that they don't just look different, but they'll also drive different and feel different. If you're buying or stealing a nice fancy looking sports color version of a car, you'll notice that it drives, faster, sounds a little bit more punchy and sporty than, for example, a junkier version of that same car. It can have solar panels tied
okay.
to the roof, or
That's
some other
interesting. So even the same type of car
wiring, some other, Cyberpunk
can, like,
components in your car.
Behave differently depending on
And,
like
well, if
the
it
state
looks
of that
cheap,
vehicle.
It probably drives cheap too.
The different like, upgrades they put
So
on the
it
car and
seems
stuff, which
that
is
not
cool.
only do the cars look good on the outside, but there's an awful lot of detail on the inside as well. Things like the dashboard. So can you tell us more about that? Because I know if you find a Quadra Type 66 in the city, it's going to look totally different from the Quadra Type 66 that the gangs are driving out in the Badlands, both outside and inside.
Yep, definitely. If you're about to steal a very nice high-end car, for example, when you get in, you'll see the dashboard light up nicely. You'll see your dial indicators revving a little bit. But that may not exist for a junk version at all. It may have the dashboard ripped out completely. No matter what your
Interesting,
flavor
okay.
is, you'll find something that suits your needs.
So what about racing then? Will there be racing? Because I know people have been asking.
Yes, we're absolutely going to have several races in the game. Different locations, if you know you're going to be driving in the Badlands. Maybe bring a Nomad car, because it's just built for driving in the Badlands. But if you know you're going to be racing in Night City, just bring the hottest wheels you've got, because you're going to need all the power you can get.
Wonder like
Better
how
way
you
to
store
race,
these
though,
vehicles and how many you
need
can
to bring a
store.
gun, because this is Night City and you never know what's going to happen.
Okay, so you talk about bringing cars then. Let's talk about like storing and calling cars.
Okay, yeah, that's a.
Steal them. But what if somebody's found a car and they absolutely love this particular one? Is there a way for players to kind of build that collection? And then how do they actually, summon them?
Well, summoning cars works pretty much the same as you would summon Roach in The Witcher 3. Your transportation may or may not show up on a roof somewhere, but we're still working on fixing some bugs here and there. But yeah, if there's a car that you really
So,
like
like, just
very much,
teleports
you can't
there,
wait
or?
to own a Quadra or a Type 66, you'll get a message from your fixer and says, hey, I've got a Quadra for sale for you, do you want to buy it? All you have to do is drive over, pay the money, and you've got your very own Quadra. Not to mention that every single vehicle that you buy, every single player vehicle, is absolutely unique in every way. It's got a unique interior, unique exterior, paint job.
Oh, okay.
It'll sound different, but it'll also handle different.
So in the video, we did mention there was space for a true automotive icon. Do you want to reveal what that actually is?
Of course. The car in question here is Johnny Silverhand's car. And Johnny Silverhand is, well, he's a big rocker boy, and he needs some wheels to match. So we gave him
Yeah, I see the
911
logo, that's a Porsche.
from 1977, which means In 2077, Johnny's car is going to be exactly 100 years old.
Okay, that's pretty.
So
Okay,
much
that's
for
kind
your
of smart
time
actually.
today. Personally, I think I'm going to try and balance being a super cool badass mercenary and driving a My My, because I love that little car. I think I could do it, right? I could be cool and in a My My.
Definitely. My My is absolutely cool as long as you stay on the road and not on the sidewalk.
Yeah, that vehicle looks pretty cool. I
I'll
want to
try my
like.
very best. We'll see.
I want to try to like
In
drive
last
upstairs and
episode,
stuff like
we
that with that
said
car.
that music plays a huge part in
Yeah,
Cyberpunk's
yes.
life, but it's not just music. Our teams went to incredible lengths to recreate and capture the sounds that really bring these vehicles to life.
Oh, they're not talking about the music.
Might have had some fun driving them, but pretty sure
That's really like one thing I really look for in like an open world game, some music, but they keep teasing it and they're not gonna reveal it.
We started with the visuals, and then we wanted to like attach a proper sound to the visuals so that you have like a nice feeling or the nice vibe of the complete car. And then we moved on to organizing the whole thing. Early on, we made the decision that we are going to record on the racetracks, and then we are going to record cars in movement. We started cooperation with Tomek Choki, who is like very, very well-known racing driver in Poland. That's really a nice sensation when you're driving with a racing driver and then he pushes the car to the limits. Like you can feel the G's with the braking and tight cornering, and you can feel the car actually like bending the laws of physics. We wanted to record a broad spectrum of cars.
Interesting.
We started
Okay.
with powerful muscle cars, and then we went to more screaming tuned V6s, inline sixes, and then we went to V10s. We wanted to grab the off-road cars. We of course grabbed some drift cars just to have the more aggressive character in the cars. We had to
I like it when like
sound group
not just in games but like in movies and TV and stuff too, when they go like the extra mile trying to get the sound just right.
plenty of cars to
Whether it's through like recording the actual sound or like Foley work or whatever.
From
It's pretty interesting.
And they helped us immensely. What they've done is allowed us to put the microphones into places that we wouldn't be able to access.
What? They put
the mic right in the car. They helped us to.
Okay, I didn't expect that. They literally just put
usually place 3 microphones in the engine.
the mic in like the engine and stuff like that, which is
exhaust
crazy.
and 2 microphones in the car. Cars are very, very complex in terms of sound, and it's very difficult to get all the necessary components that you have to make it sound believable.
But we were trying to look for something that would give us the character of the engine.
So did they only record like over like the paved roads, or
Normal organic,
or did they also like
would actually have in the nowadays.
what about like when the cars go over like dirt or grass and stuff like that? Did they record separate sounds or just add like some sort of filter over it or something? I don't know.
Represent the combustion engine. And on top of that, we added small elements like the futuristic horns or like a futuristic UI of a car. It makes
Oh,
you
so
feel
cool.
like you are in a car of the future, and some car might talk to you, other car might have blips and bobs that will
Talk to you,
make
okay?
feel
Like Kit,
you're in a
Knight
futuristic
Rider in here. All right.
We wanted to be very, very close to what Mike set up in the lore. And early on, we decided to record Johnny's original car, which is the Porsche 911 930 from 1977.
We recorded on dyno in control environment in a chamber. We could put Mike in very different places. Porsche 930 that we recorded is the only car really that will be really sounding like the real car in the real world.
Interesting that the car still works like
We recorded more
after 100 years, but okay.
Not often do we record so many vehicles for a game that is not really a racing game.
Truth being told, this was the hardest part in my sound career, and I'm very, very proud of what we achieved with the sound team. This was something that we didn't do before, so creating the...
And by the way, I'm really digging the song in the background there.
Technology behind how the sound behaves, that's the best thing actually I ever did in my...
Wouldn't be surprised if that's like an original song for the game.
There has been a lot of talk about cars so far, so let's take a look at another collaboration. This time with Johnny Silverhand. I mean Keanu Reeves.
Oh, okay.
Smell. Travel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like a big motorcycle guy.
Journey.
So what about like motorcycles in the game?
Freedom.
Deeper.
By the way, the motorcycle sounded really good on my headphones there. Oh yeah, I see the mic connected to the bike. Mic connected to the bike.
I'm Guard Hollinger,
I'm Keanu Reeves.
and we're here as representatives of Arch Motorcycle. And
Oh, they collaborated with his
recording for
own
Cyberpunk
company. That's cool. So he's not just an actor in the game, he's also
Arch Motorcycle
part of the
is
sound
a
team or
custom
whatever? Or they work with the sound design team at least?
What's unique about it is that the motorcycles are built on a production platform, but each one is designed to be able to be personalized for each customer.
When CD Projekt Red approached me about doing Cyberpunk 2077, they also spoke about integrating. They were fans of, or I guess people who worked at the company were fans of Arch Motorcycle, and so they broached the idea of creating kind of specialized Cyberpunk 2077.
Wait, that's in the game?
Arch Motorcycle. And I
That's
thought
cool.
That was a very fine idea.
Arch motorcycle in the game, that's cool.
We have a motorcycle we've designed and we've been developing called the Method 143, and so that I think in particular was a creative inspiration for the designers. So they sort of used that as a basis and then went further. So it has a totally different, crazy looking power plant.
We did a little custom.
It's good. I like it.
Today we're capturing sounds, getting some actual sounds of a power plant, drivetrain, and characteristics of the motorcycle, which I'm sure they will, have play with and stuff. But the source will be pure.
It has a sort of a racing engine in it compared to our production motorcycles. It has a dual exhaust system, and it sounds pretty.
Sounds good.
I could definitely blindfolded tell
Yeah,
that's the method.
that bike looks so cool right there.
Sounding motorcycle, yeah.
I think that's kind of like a better fit than the Porsche was. But still, the Porsche wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It seems like it's integrated pretty well so far. At least as it doesn't like scream product placement. But the Arch looks like a futuristic type bike, so that's cool.
The role-playing aspect of the game, I think it'll be cool, like to be on a bike and hearing that, going through the city streets and getting into the madness of mayhem.
But still, we haven't seen that much variety in the motorcycles. Hopefully there's
If you're tuning in late,
like a good variety of them.
anything again, we will be uploading everything to our channels soon. Now it's time to talk about styles in Night City. Are you more kitsch or neo-militarism?
Okay, but the one issue with this is that you're barely going to see yourself, right? Since it's totally first person, unless you ride a bike and use third person mode, then you'll see your back at least, but that's like the one issue. Like, why would I care to customize a character so much if I'm barely going to see them? But maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Maybe you see yourself more than I think.
Deeply linked with the history of the world, and a very important aspect of life in the city. You can find them everywhere, In cars, clothes, guns, implants. They are your war paint. As one of our sponsors says, it matters not if you're dead, as long as you're doing it in style.
The moves on this girl. Swoosh, swoosh. Slicing them up like sashimi.
Okay, so at least
Styles
maybe
are
there's like
evident in the Night City of 2077.
let's see,
Each with its own history,
kitsch, entropism,
status, and
neo-militarism,
features.
and neo-kitsch. Alright, let's see what style I'm more
Neon
like.
hair, illuminated tattoos, and chrome. Function
Illuminated
comes
tattoos,
second.
interesting.
Looks are what matter.
I kind of look like Justin Bieber, I'm not gonna lie. The guy with the white hair.
Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this city of dreams.
The fourth corporate war broke
Entropism.
out, and entropism was born. Vast and deep crises forced people to find ways to survive by any means. Getting the job done, no matter how, was the primary goal. The look? Who cares?
I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her.
Fuck them. Fuck this job. Fuck this city.
Deadly elegance without ostentation.
Alright, neo-militarism.
Corporate militaristic fashion, mostly seen in the wealthier parts of town. Substance over style, that's the motto.
Neo-kitsch.
Celebrities, brain dance stars, business magnates.
Kind of like
heirs to
neo-kitsch.
corporate
Kitsch and
fortunes,
neo-kitsch are like my top
corporate
two right now.
executives. They abandoned the cold, deadly elegance of neo-militarism and returned to the roots of kitsch, but gave it a fresh, new look.
Oh shit, these hands. Sometimes it seems like I just brushed something and sparks fly.
Thank you for your attention. We wish you a very pleasant stay in our marvelous metropolis. Good luck, and goodbye.
NC's Legends. Know where you'll find most of them? The graveyard. Luckily, matters not where you're from, matters not where you start. What matters here is the walk you walk.
I wonder if like style is something you're supposed to choose, or those are just four different types that I don't know. Because it'd be kind of weird if you had to choose your style and like stick to it.
Just in case you've missed it, we've prepared a little summary for you featuring our very talented finalists.
Oh, this is the cosplay question. Contest.
We asked our very talented community to cosplay a character from the game based on
Like the one that was all metal, like she looked really cool.
videos,
Oh, someone's gonna be that guy with the maelstrom guy? That's
regular trophies weren't quite cool enough, so we decided that the top 3 will receive detailed props based on weapons
Oh, that's cool.
from the game. They have been specifically made for this occasion, and the winners can do with them as they please. And now, the 12 best Cyberpunk cosplayers who have competed for first place in the first official Cyberpunk 2077 cosplay contest. Are you ready to meet them?
Yeah, that looks awesome. That right there looks so cool. Whoa. That's cool. If someone told me like this was gameplay, I kind of would believe it, you know? That's how good like some of these costumes are, like really good. They look like the game. The maelstrom thing is so cool. I don't know how they did that. Like the eyes. Some of them look like they're actually like inside their head.
Now, before we wrap up today's episode, there is one more thing to talk about. Previously, we announced that Cyberpunk 2077 was coming to Stadia, and today we can tell you that it is arriving on November 19th alongside other platforms.
Okay, but yeah, I'm definitely not gonna play it on Stadia. Sorry.
Night City Wire is almost over, but if you do want just a little bit more, then stay tuned right here on the Twitch channel and join us for our post show. As always, don't forget that if you've missed anything or if you just want to watch again, we will be uploading everything to our channels shortly, and we'll be back with Night City Wire episode 5 soon.
Okay, so there's gonna be a fifth episode.
Actually, there is one more thing we're going to show you.
Okay.
Welcome to the diner.
What does that mean? Okay.
So what do you want? Supercar? Big house? You want to rule this city? Well, you ain't getting anywhere without an upgrade. You need a softer touch, stronger spine, because taking over Night City ain't gonna be easy.
I'm in. Cyberpunk 2077. Available November 19th.
Okay, so that was like showing a little bit the cybernetic upgrades, I guess. Okay, that was Night City Wire episode 4 for Cyberpunk 2077. It was a pretty good presentation. I really like learning more about the vehicles and stuff. It looked really cool. Like it seemed, they didn't talk about it, but it seemed like, yeah, you can switch between third person view, at least when the vehicle, which I think is a lot better, because I honestly, even though I prefer third person, like I don't mind it first person, like on foot and like shooting and stuff like that, but I definitely wouldn't want to drive first person. I really prefer third person for driving and stuff. So it's cool you can do that. They also talked more about the different types of style you have. I really like the kitsch and the neo-kitsch style. Wasn't too big on neo-militarism. Entropism was cool too, though. But definitely, I think I'm gonna try to go for the neo-kitsch style. Yeah, but again, like I'm less like there's like less incentive, I think, for this game to really customize your character and go all out with like your style and stuff, when it seems like, just from what I've seen so far, like you don't see your character that often, like occasionally like in a mirror or something, or like you might be on some of those like news shows like they showed, I think, and like the back of your body, like if you're in a motorcycle in third person view, but that seems like it. So I don't know, I'll have to see how often you actually see your character or not, but either way, it's nice to have different types of style. Yeah, I'm really excited for this game, though. I can't wait. And there's going to be episode 5 of Night City Wire. Hopefully they talk about the music then, but yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more gaming-related videos today. Thank you.